Google shows off its AI advancements in search results and beyond 2 days after the company's Bard versus Bing. That's what we talked about before we started shooting. Like, what is chatbot announcement? Google has shared a laundry list of new search features. Yeah, Google's not going to go down without a fight on this, and they have a huge advantage from a user-based perspective when it comes to search. And I'm very interested to see their implementation. Earlier this week, Google introduced Bard, its AI chatbot response to OpenAI's wildly popular ChatGPT. But unlike Bard, these generative AI responses won't be contained in a separate widget. They'll become part of standard searches. So there you go, Will. It'll be integrated right in the main feed, but it's probably going to take them longer to implement. And then, I don't know, maybe there's confusion that comes with that as well, which is this a regular search result or am I in AI land?
Yeah, and how do you make a conversation
What is
with the assistant?
You know what it's like? It's like how you see ads pop up and they're like slightly more bold and they have a tiny little badge.
Oh, that's very confusing.
Exactly. Is it going to be vague? Like, will you easily be able to identify the difference between AI-based responses and traditional search responses?
I think they'll figure it out eventually. You know, having a dialogue with these robots, these AIs, it's like there needs to be a way that makes it look user-friendly. I think they're going to figure it out.
For questions with no single correct answer, which Google has termed no one right answer or NORA queries, the company's search engine will soon provide multi-sentence responses exploring and explaining some of the many possibilities. These long-form AI blurbs will appear in a box at the top of search, similar to where definitions for words or math solutions might appear now. So you see those like extra little features or functions that pop up immediately below, like you see the calculator if they know it's an equation that's going in or whatever other little, I guess that's kind of a widget, but it's in the main section, which makes it feel a little bit more native. Using a pre-recorded demo, Google executive Prabhakar Raghavan shared an example about stargazing, offered the query, what are the best constellations to look for stargazing? Google's generative AI spit out a bullet-pointed list of nuanced responses. It mentioned Orion, Cassiopeia, and other star formations notable for different reasons, their brightness, their shape, and so on. So it is more context. And who knows, maybe the experience in the long term actually becomes more native, where you can do more right within the browser without having to navigate to places. But that's been an issue in the past for Google. They've gotten criticism for that because those websites or those the sources of the information have no way of sharing in revenue or creating business models in an environment where everything happens right in the one pane. Famously, there was the case with Rap Genius where they're like, people aren't going to our website because you're putting the whole piece of information right inside of the search results. So this gets pretty squirrely, much like we were talking about with Getty Images. The source material here, if it happens to be pulled from different websites, those websites are no longer getting visitors and they're kind of getting cut out. So it's, again, data sets and analysis and all types of complexity. But, they're going to figure it out. And if anybody had the resources to do so, it's these players, the biggest players in the world, Microsoft versus Google. The AI wars have begun, most certainly.